Yo, 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 guys, it's Steph and Joe with TICTACGO, and we are going to premiere a new series starting today called Antiques Roadshow.
And like Joe said, this is our first kickoff episode. And today we're going to feature a store called Plaza Antiques in Lincoln Park, Michigan, which is located right off of I-75.
So, with our Antiques Roadshow segment, we're going to take you into local antique shops, and we're going to try to branch off and do this outside of just Michigan, but we're going to look for 5 awesome, unique items that stand out to us. We've done a little bit of research to say if it's a deal or no deal, depending on the price. I'm just kind of curious as to what you guys think and what you find interesting as we kind of dive in here and do these episodes. I think there's some really unique items, and we're just really excited to share with you guys what the antiques community has and with some great finds that you can find locally.
Yes, and like Joe said too, there's going to be tons of different things that we can always look at. We'll probably make multiple visits to each store. As you can see, as we're looking at different things here, there truly is a ton of different things for each antique collector out there. So we're going to go ahead, try and hit up different interests, not necessarily ours. Like Joe said too, it's not in any particular order. It's just different things that we find that are either quirky, interesting, or really good, possibly finds or steals for that price too. We're hoping to always find good deals, but it's going home, we may not have that always. All right, coming in at number 5, we're going to start this series off with a unique barber chair by Eugene Burninghouse. And Eugene Burninghouse started his business in the late 1800s and continued all the way to the early 1900s. You can see he was famous for the Hercules chair. It's a hydraulic barber chair. And what is unique was that Mr. Eugene Burninghouse actually was a trailblazer within his industry and was the first one to start manufacturing barber chairs within the U.S. So here you can see on there the Buckeye writing. And the chair overall is in really good condition. And you didn't see much wear and tear. I mean, it's older antique, which is going to have that normal wear and tear, but overall it was still in really great condition. And now let's go into, was this a deal or a no deal? Now, looking at some research, you could see here there was a list of barber chairs. The buyer had a choice of which one they wanted to for $1,500 plus $90 tax, I assume shipping. Here is the lowest one I found, which was $650. And again, you have your sales tax and shipping. And then here was one from 1887, beautiful one, red velvet, $4,500. So these are all online listings that we could find, though I couldn't find the exact one. You can see the one at the store here was $695, which I would say is a really good drum roll deal. So definitely a deal. $695 is a great price for what I saw online.
And number 4 is a 1976 Charlie McCarthy Jim Beam empty decanter. This one was kind of interesting. I had to do some research on who Charlie McCarthy even was. Turns out that he was Edgar Bergen's famed ventriloquist dummy partner. So this is kind of cool. This dates back a little bit. Charlie has been part of Bergen's act since high school and doing some research. And is kind of attired here with his famous top hat, tuxedo, and monocle. It's a unique kind of piece as well. And I think the really cool thing about this is that it's in pretty darn good condition. Even looking at the back of it, it's still intact. It looks really, really well. Charlie's personality when he was on his act with Ed, he was kind of that mischievous little boy, right? He had an Irish accent. He would always misbehave, always cause some issues. So deal or no deal on this piece. So as we kind of take a look at some of the comps that are out there, you're going to see $8.99. You can see the shipping, the tax, some of the different pricing points that are out there. $19.99 on this version as well. And then we try to take into account a number of different comps and pricing that's out there. $39.99 for this one. And really just kind of given the condition, given the unique piece, given the fact that it's local. $22. We thought this one was a pretty darn good pricing point, and we're going to call this one a deal. So yes, it is a deal indeed, folks.
All right, guys. Number 3 is going to be a Milton Bradley game, one that I have not really heard of. I know it's a little bit before my time, but it's called Game of the States, which this particular version looks like it came out in the mid to late 1970s. And the box and everything on this looked in really good condition, had minimal wear and tear. The whole premises, which I did research of this game, is to actually teach a lot of children a lot where the states are on the map and what their main products are that they sell. And the object of the game is to go from coast to coast, visit as many states as you can, buy as many products, and haul them over to the other coast. So looks like a pretty fun game. I did open the box here to kind of look and see if it truly was all in full here. And you can see this is really neat. You can tell it's an old game. Is instructions are actually printed right on the box itself. I unfolded the board here. Everything looked really good. Didn't look like, again, no wear and tear. You can see there was quite a bit of pieces, a spot for the cards here, but really nice, colorful game. I love board games. This actually looks pretty fun to me. And here you can see it has 2 different spinners. That's how you move. And then a bunch of the pieces there in the card. So I was actually really impressed. It looks like everything in this board game is still actually all intact. So now I come to, is this a deal or no deal? So looking on this, I saw we're as high as $42.95 on eBay. You can see $20. Again, you have a lot of shipping and handling, usually a little under $10, but again, $26 is cheapest was $12.99, but again, you have $9.25 shipping. So looking at this one here in the store, it was actually listed for $15, which is a steal of a deal. So it is a good deal here, good price, and again, no shipping and handling. So definitely worth the money.
All right, guys. So number 2 is a Steve Urkel talking doll from Family Matters from the hit TGIF series on every Friday. This is from 1991 from Hasbro. Kind of rang a bell with some nostalgia there as a kid growing up. And it's a talking doll, no box or original packaging. And he's also missing the glasses, which we noticed as well. So no glasses included, which you can see the little area on his forehead where the glasses should be. And he also has a string that when you pull, he's supposed to talk. I did do a couple of test runs with this, and it's broken. Nothing's coming out of Urkel's mouth. You can't hear anything, so unfortunately, it's not going to work. So as far as deal or no deal, when we take a look at comparable comps, this one is pretty cool. It's got the original box and packaging, $119.20 plus shipping. Couple of different options without the box that we saw, $85. Couple of other options as well that we could find on the online marketplace as well. Again, no glasses. Talking doll here for $32, plus you've got shipping included. So a lot of different models that we found, but really looking at this, $17 does not work with the voice box, missing the glasses. It is no deal, guys. Not a good deal here. Better off getting the fully packaged box with the full original container.
All right, guys, and at the number 1 spot is a big deal vintage 1963 pinball machine. So very cool graphics. You can definitely tell that it's from the 60s based on that alone. Here you can see the handle. Everything is in good condition, a little bit of wear and tear. You get 5 balls, 10 cents per play, or 3 plays for 25 cents. Or I should say, and you got flipper buttons. Everything was on both sides here, little directions. So what do you think, Joe?
Yeah, I thought overall the machine was in good working order, and I think that's one of the most important things. Growing up with a pinball machine in my basement, growing up as a kid, it was always fun to go down there and play, and obviously you want things to be in working order, especially with an antique like this. And this machine definitely was working in terms of all the bells and whistles, the flippers working themselves. Seemed to be in really good shape. It's very colorful. The graphics are pretty neat as well, which you can tell. And we'll show you here a sneak peek of my terrible playing abilities. Not kind of used to playing pinball. It's been a while, but as you can see here, ball kind of comes right down. I anticipate trying to smack it back up, and it goes right center down the middle, and kind of a folly on my part.
It was just one bad play. He would have had it, folks. But time for Deal or No Deal. And here you can see that one in 2018 actually sold for $611. But I do think there's a very strong market for pinball machines. This site is a little cut off here, but the average price listing was $1,100 for two different of the same game that sold recently. So the one at the store was for $995. Given its condition and everything, I would say this is a deal.
Guys, with Tic-Tac-Go, we have no central theme, but this Antiques Roadshow is a new segment. Let us know in the comments what you liked. Let us know if there's any antique shops that you think that we should investigate. And let us know what are some cool finds that you've had in the past as well. Hope you guys enjoyed, and stay tuned till next weekend.